What's up, guys? Steve here from Bold Music. Today we're going to be learning about ghost notes on bass. This is one of my favorite techniques to really funkify my bass playing. So we're just going to start off. Now there's an article, a blog post, and a couple of example tabs that I included, and that's what we're going to be going off of in this video. I did my best to explain just in words the technique of playing ghost notes, but it's definitely a lot easier to show you than to kind of give you the technique in written word. So, but I did give you, a few examples of, bass players that use this technique and songs that use this technique. So check that out. Definitely check out Jaco Pastorius. He is the absolute master playing ghost notes. So let's go ahead and start off with that very first exercise that I gave you. It's that tab, and you'll notice that there are X's on the tab. Now those are the ghost notes. So anytime you see an X, you're playing the ghost note. So let's start off with that exercise pretty slow. All right, so now that you've heard it, let me give you a little insight into the actual technique of how to get these ghost notes to sound the way they're supposed to sound. So let me just say that this really isn't a beginner's video. If you know what ghost notes are, if you're interested in playing them, chances are you're more at an intermediate stage, I would guess. So a lot of the stuff, like the notes, the scales, if I mention anything, I'm just going to assume you know if you're already at the point where you're thinking about playing ghost notes. So let me just say that. So, but anyway, back to exercise 1. So really, it's all based off of something simple. It's just D, C, G, and F. But in between those, actual notes, that we're getting the tones from, you're getting those ghost notes, which, real quick, so obviously, assuming you know how to play that D, don't need to explain that too much. Now, to get the ghost note, what you're going to want to do is take that index finger that you're pressing down on the string and kind of don't take it off the string, but just put it like gently on it, just gently. So you're barely touching the string, and then take your remaining fingers and also place those right above the string. And there you go. That is the ghost note. Now I can pluck this string as hard as I want, and I'm not going to get a tone out of it. That's what you want, to completely deaden those strings to get that ghost note. You also notice that on that tab, and again, the X's delineate a ghost note, that I'm not always playing the ghost note on the same string that the actual notes are coming from. Kind of on the second half of that exercise, you'll notice that the ghost notes are coming from different strings. So instead of that's all on the same string, I am going to the E string when I'm playing the D and the C on the A string. So it will be, so you see I'm using that same technique of deadening that string, but I'm doing it on the string above. And then on the E string, when I'm at the G and the F, I'm using the same technique, but I'm going on the string below it. So again, really using all of my fingers to really deaden that string so I get the good ghost notes. And you may be wondering, why does it matter what string I use for the ghost note? I mean, it really doesn't, but really, I mean, you get a little bit of a different, that sounds a little bit different, so you can kind of get a little more texture out of these ghost notes. And for the purposes of this exercise, again, it's really just a good finger exercise to get your chops up. If you can do that and get those ghost notes on different strings, you can go, and again, you can go, you know, you can do that all on any string you want to, but if you can start doing that and getting the ghost notes, playing the actual note on one string and then getting the ghost notes off of other strings, that is really going to develop your technique. All right, there you have it for example 1. So let's go on to example 2 now. Now this is a more practical way about how you can use these ghost notes in your everyday playing to create funky bass grooves. So just real quick, again, that tab is in example 2, and I'm going to play it for you rather slowly so you can get a feel of, again, the technique that I'm going to use and how it's going to sound. And there you have it. So the ghost notes, yeah, they can add a lot to, you know, what is otherwise a pretty simple bass line. So that is it for this lesson. I hope you guys got something out of this. And again, you know, if you can practice this and get it down, it is a really, really great technique to have in your bass playing tool belts. So until next time, I hope you guys enjoy. Take care.